Cold Steel Research and Development. Today we're going to talk about different ways to carry knives. Mainly we're going to emphasize on neck knives. I'm going to be doing videos about once a week again now. And today's not too exciting, but we have a lot of big plans for what we're going to be doing in the future. And so Andrew's going to talk to you a little bit about carrying knives.
So most of you carry, if you're fans of Cold Steel, you carry a Cold Steel knife probably in your right front pocket if you're right-handed, and maybe your left pocket. I usually carry one in my back pocket and my front pocket. And a good third option for a knife is a neck knife. We make a lot of neck knives. We have the Maytac series, Pro Guard series. By the way, new for this year, they have a price reduction, which is nice, and they're available with what we say faux G10, and all it is it's basically grit-free polypropylene fiberglass reinforced handle scales, because quite honestly there's no reason for the extra cost of the G10 on these. It doesn't add strength. You don't need any more strength than the plastic would give you because it's a full tang knife, and so to get the price point down a little bit, we opted for the plastic handle. He wears a neck knife often. Best worn if you have two shirts on, like he has there, in my opinion. That way it's not in the way, it's not rubbing against your skin. Other people wear them under their t-shirts, fine too. I don't like things under my shirt. If I wear one, I usually wear two shirts. But you certainly can't wear it under a t-shirt. It's nice like that because it doesn't look like anything. Notice there's the bead lanyard. You can put paracord, but you may get strangled with it. This bead chain is supposed to break at like 25 or 30 pounds, so if I got really mad at him for his work effort for the day and I went to strangle him, that would probably break. Whereas the paracord may not, but usually when guys do paracord, they'll put some work being done right now. They'll put a brake on there, so that's cool too if you want to have a paracord lanyard or neck chain on that. And you can do like kind of a sneaky draw with this if you need to. You can kind of fade away, like, man, I'm getting out of here, get your knife out, and then turn back toward your threat. If you were in such a desperate situation to use your neck knife for self-defense, I would say that's like plan C, D, E, or F, but you never know how the situation happens. So we have the Pro Guard, and this has also a serrated blade. It's a nice long bladed neck knife, wide blade, good cutting blade.
Note in our last video it's labeled Point Guard. There is a name change. It's the Pro Guard. A lot of people ask about that. I'm not too good at replying to comments yet, so.
But we do look.
Usually.
And it's got a small handle. This handle is, it's, if you can refer to the Voyager, it's very similar to the Voyager. It's because when we were doing the Voyagers, we were doing this product at the same time, and it was a real challenge to get a real good, based on the Fred Perrin design of the, what's that called, the Le Griffin, I think it is. You know, we talked to Fred about that at one of the SHOT Show, I think, and we asked him if we could use his design and then modify it, you know, Cold Steel styling, and so we came up with this. It's nice here, squared off in the back here, so you can really push with it. It can be a utility knife very well, although this one is probably more self-defense oriented, but you know, you can use it however you think is best. And then we have the beaver tail. That's a wide blade. How do you make a small knife cut better? You can make the blade wider and you have a better shearing potential of the blade. This is we would call this a trailing point skinner. It's a trailing point, but it's a beaver tack or Maytac skinner. It's also available in a fully serrated edge for high performance cutting in a small package. We reviewed this Secret Edge recently compared to the other Skeen-Doo folders. A lot of times I don't always carry a neck knife. I do often, but not always. A lot of times I will carry a knife like this in my back pocket. This one's good right behind the wallet. I like that. And actually, I use this one a lot. This is probably my most used one. I use it for making leather sheaths and stuff. It's great for It's just great for work. And I usually just keep it in my front pocket like that. I like a fixed blade pocket knife. Oh, there's one there. It's like a magic trick.
And this is so flat, it doesn't roll around in your pocket.
Yeah. That's an excellent for the pocket because it is flat. And you can modify these. A lot of people modify. He modified this paren. What's this called? Point guard now? The Pro Guard. It used to be the Point Guard, now it's the Pro Guard. Anyway, he modified that with the Tech Lock. You can do that. This is his river knife.
I modified that to go on a life jacket here for rafting. But also I carry it in my belt a lot too. And the tip's rounded on it too because a lot of river knives are like that. I don't know how useful it actually is. It's more like a survival rescue knife if you're cutting something off. So you're not going to poke it, or if you're in a raft and you have to cut something, you'll accidentally poke the raft and sink. So that's just a modification I did. And like I said, I either carry it here or my belt. And that was just, I had to drill these two screws to fit the lock there. It was pretty simple. All it took was a drill press and a screwdriver.
So in short, even though these are all neck knives, they're useful for self-defense, for utility, for a tool. You can modify them on a belt or on with the great Blade Tech locks or any other loop, or carry just fixed blade in your pocket. You can keep a lanyard on it in your pocket so you can pull it out, grab the lanyard this way and then draw it. Anything else to add?
And carrying a neck knife, is like we mentioned at the beginning of the video, it's a good advantage because it's another place you're not carrying something. So a lot of times you'll have other things in your pocket where that eliminates carrying another knife. And like I said, we like to carry 2 or 3 knives, especially when you have a whole gear set. We carry sidearms every day, and a lot of times, if you're wearing regular jeans like these Mall Ninja pants, it's hard to draw your knife if you're carrying a pistol there. So it's still good to have a knife in that pocket, but to have another knife that you can reach with either hand also helps if you would need to do something.
Yeah,
a lot of times,
left-handed.
Left-handed is really important too. Even for a self-defense situation, if someone was reaching for your firearm, you stuff it down and draw a left-handed knife. Anything else?
Check out our neck knives.